just remember getting down to the bay and it was like 25 feet. It looked like J-Bay kind of, just this crazy offshore wind coming across it and just rifling like from like up the point, like down and then across the bay.
Wow.
Lost in the foam, who's it gonna be?
That is John Florence, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, that was one of the most amazing days ever, Jim.
John Florence is the 2016 Quicksilver Memory of NEI Cow champion.
I was super just excited for the year to start and like confident after that. My whole goal this year was just going to be focused more on the contest and less about filmmaking. I've always wanted to win a world title. That's always been my goal.
Welcome to the 2016 Samsung Galaxy World Surf League Championship Tour. We're coming to you live from Snapper Rocks, stop number 1 on the schedule.
Made the quarters in the Gold Coast, and then I went to Bells, and I made a mistake at Bells and lost to Kaya. I was pretty bummed because it was such a close heat. And then Margaret's just seemed like it was like the same scenario, but kind of the opposite. Like at Bells, I like took the wave from him, and then he got the next one. And then at Margaret's, I was like, I let him go on the wave, and he ended up getting the score, and there wasn't one behind it. So it just flipped on me, and I was like, God, of course. Got Kaya again in Brazil. Beat him that time, so I was pretty stoked.
Oh. John Florence is going crazy in Brazil, and that was a nugget right there.
Your champion in 2016 for the Oi Rio Pro, John Florence.
The feeling I had in Brazil was just like, okay, I won that one, like, okay, let's do the next one, let's do the next one. Fiji was sick, my heat with Taj. I was pretty nervous because like it was Taj's like last event and he kind of didn't have anything to lose at that point. I was like, I just don't want to lose round 3. And then we had that heat and the waves just turned on. It was so good.
John, late takeoff, slamming on the brakes to pull in. He gets spat out. Taj Burrow now up. Nice and hollow section. Burrow comes out after the spin. Hammers a huge section. We've had lead changes with every single moment.
Scores dropping now for Taj Burrow's last ride.
It's a 9.4, and it's not enough for a lead change.
We've got really amazing quarterfinal heats established. If Wilco can stick to his game plan of keeping John off the best 2 waves, then he's maybe a chance of getting through to the semis.
Matt Wilkinson finds a gem, setting it up and pulling into the barrel. This thing's going to spit. Wilco comes out.
Had the Wilco heat in the quarters, and that's just another thing of one of those heats for learning, It was just like, I could have played the heat definitely a whole different way and hopefully would have made it. So when I got home, I just kind of sat down and watched the heat over and just like, okay, like these are the mistakes I made and this is what I could have done, and was happy with the quarters. But I mean, obviously I want to win those events. It's definitely a lot of ups and downs for sure, and it makes your mind just like spin so much because you're like, yeah, I'm the best, and then the next one you're like, damn it, I keep losing, I lost again, I lost again. I've had so many losses in my career that it's like, you kind of learn how to almost use it to your advantage in a way, rather than take it and really hold that loss real hard until the next event. I analyze myself a lot, but I definitely analyze other guys as well, Mick and Adriano and those guys. I see the heats that they surf real well and see kind of what they do. Like, oh, I did that, but Adriano or Mick would have done that, But then, like I have my own things that I want to change for myself so that if I do get those guys in the heat, I'm not playing the same game against them. I'm playing a game to take them off their game. This year I'm just kind of taking everything I've learned in the past and saying, okay, let's do this way. It's just trying it in a different way really and seeing how it works out.
Florence shams it off the coping. Just continues to hack away off the top. Clear for takeoff. Tail high reverse.
Well, the final has started here. John Florence, nice transition turn, a big fan of spray. He goes to the air, he rides out with that move.
That's exactly what he needed to do.
Fanning, he's found the best wave of the final yet, and he moves into the lead and out the back. John Florence, he shakes hands with Mick Fanning.
John has priority. Late takeoff, down to the bottom. Florence nice and deep.
I keep having these crazy heats with these guys, and last year I lost against Gabe, so I'm super stoked to get it this year against him, and definitely going up there into one of my top heats of my life.
Kelly Slater showing why he is a super freak.
Your 2016 Billabong Pro Tahiti champion, Kelly Slater. And with a runner-up finish, John Florence heads into trestles wearing the Jeep Leaders jersey. Florence late takeoff. It's a searing layback jam in the pocket. Wild card Brett Simpson. He's knocked out world #1 John Florence here at the Hurley Pro. With John's early exit, the race tightens heading into Europe. Semi-final finish in France. Now John Florence enters Portugal with a chance to claim the world title.
There's definitely a little bit of weight being carried for sure. Me and Medina right now, we're so close in points. So there's definitely a little bit of a tension there. Worked so hard all year to put yourself in this position. Just want to go do what I'm going to do and hopefully beat him.
It's amazing to think about the age of both these kids in the water. They have the best surfing in front of them.
I was pretty nervous coming into this event in France and lowers I guess too, but make as many heats as I can, just hopefully win this event. That would be amazing. But dream is to win the world title, so I'm just going to do everything I can to do it.
John Florence will keep his destiny moving forward towards a world title in 2016.
Gabriel Medina now under pressure to perform. Medina eliminated. And now all Florence needs to do is to make the final to become the 2016 world champion. It's official. John Florence is your 2016 world champion.